Hello everyone. Today again I have come with another video which will talk about revised 2012 the ICN Code of Ethics for Nurses, International Council of Nurses. So what is ethics? Ethics are the rules or principles that govern right conduct. They deal with what is good and bad and with moral duty and obligations. So ethics are the basic rules or principles that will tell us what is a good conduct and what is a bad conduct, what we should do and what we should not do. Ethics is derived from the Greek word ethos, which means custom or guiding beliefs. Ethics are the characteristics of a profession and are called a code. The Code of Ethics will state what kind of conduct is expected from the members of a profession. That means if you are a member of a nursing profession, then the Code of Ethics of nurses will tell you how should be your behavior being the member of the nursing profession. Again, what are the responsibilities of its members towards those whom they serve, their co-workers, the profession and the society as a whole. So what are the responsibilities of the nurses towards his member and those who they serve, like the patients, our clients, and also our co-workers, maybe the nurses, doctors and other paramedics, and the profession, that is the nursing profession, and also towards the whole society. Ethics are designed to protect the rights of human beings, and it is very important to protect the rights of our clients or the patients. When a person becomes a member of a profession, he accepts the responsibility of living up to the code of ethics of that profession. So if you are a member of a nursing, then you have to adopt the nursing code of ethics. The ICN, that is International Council of Nurses Code of Ethics for Nurses. An international code of ethics for nurses was first adopted by the ICN in 1953 and revised it in 1965. In 1973, the Council adopted a new code which was reaffirmed in 1989 and revised in 2000. The most recent review and revision completed in 2012. So we are discussing the recent one, that is 2012 ICN Code of Ethics for Nurses. Preamble. So what's the introductory part says? The ICN Code of Ethics for Nurses says nurses have 4 fundamental responsibilities. So let's see what are those. Number 1, to promote health. So nurses should always go for those activities that will promote health. Like they can suppose in today's scenario the corona is prevalent, so what we can do, we have to boost up the immunity. So nurses can promote for healthy diet, healthy exercises and regular sleep, etc. Second is to prevent illness. So how we can prevent illness? So nurses should encourage for regular hand washing, then use of sanitizer, using of mask, physical distancing to prevent illness like COVID-19. Third is to restore health. So restore means if somebody is sick also, how we can make him or bring back to his old or normal health scenario. So that is the restoration of health. So suppose person is getting corona, still coronavirus or COVID-19, still there is a scope that he become a normal individual. So for what we have to do, we have to encourage him to take the adequate medications or proper medications, and also the person should follow the advices. So that nurse should by that way nurses should restore the health. And also the last point is there to alleviate the sufferings. Alleviate means to reduce the sufferings of the individual. Like suppose sometime it becomes that the illness become very serious, like suppose in even COVID-19 also the person may have lack of oxygen supply in the body, so person may have difficulty in breathing, dyspnea may have. So at the time the nurse can administer oxygen, artificial oxygen to the patient. So by that way she can alleviate the suffering. So starting from promote till the alleviation of suffering, nurses have so many responsibilities. That's why it is saying that the need for nursing is universal. Everywhere the nursing care is important. Now, elements of the ICN code. The ICN code of ethics for nurses has 4 principal elements that outline the standard of ethical conduct. Let's see what are those 4 principal elements. Number 1, nurses and people. Number 2, nurses and practice. Number 3, nurses and the profession. Number 4, nurses and co-workers. So let's see one by one. Number 1, nurses and people. Nurses' primary professional responsibility is to people requiring nursing care. In providing care, the nurse promotes an environment in which the human rights, values, customs and spiritual beliefs of the individual, family and community are respected. So, who is our primary concern? Being the nurses, the primary concern is our people, or you can say our clients. Okay, the clients to whom we are providing nursing care. The client can be an individual person, the client can be an individual family, or it can be a community as a whole. Whatever may be the client, we have to give the utmost quality care from our side, being the nurses. The nurse ensures that the individual receives accurate, sufficient and timely information in a culturally appropriate manner on which to base consent for care and related treatment. So it is very important that the nurse should give a sufficient time and proper information, sufficient information and timely information to their clients, to their patients. It may be individual, it may be family, or it may be community. Nurse holds in confidence personal information and uses judgment in sharing this information. So always the nurse should understand that information should be kept confidential and it should be released only after proper reason. Nurse shares with the society the responsibility for initiating and supporting action to meet the health and social needs of the public, in particular those of vulnerable population. So it is the responsibility of the nurse to understand the health needs of the society. Like for example, in COVID-19 cases, the vulnerable populations are the senior citizens, then young children, the pregnant women, they are the vulnerable population. So it is very important that the nurse should educate the society, take the help of the society to protect those vulnerable group of people. Nurse advocates for equity and social justice in resource allocation, access to healthcare and other social and economic services. So it is very important that nurse should not go for any partiality. She should be equal to each and everyone who comes for help or to whom she is giving the care. Nurse demonstrates professional values such as respectfulness, responsiveness, compassion, trustworthiness and integrity. So it is very important that she develop this value within herself. She should be respected by everyone. She should be responsive to the patient's problem. She should have a compassion, that means understanding or pity for other people's sufferings, and also she should be trustworthy, and also she should have a integrity. Number second point, nurses and practice. The nurse carries personal responsibility and accountability for nursing practice and for maintaining competence by continual learning. So it is very important her practice, because our nursing is a skill based profession, so practice must be very skillful, and it is also important that she should upgrade her practice by day to day learning. It may be a continual learning or it may be in service training, it can be anything, because new technologies are coming every day, new updates are coming every day. So she must be equipped with these new technologies through continual learning process. Thus maintains a standard of personal health such that the ability to provide care is not compromised. So her personal health also should be good. It should not be like that she is taking too much care and she is neglecting her own health. It should not be like that. Nurse uses judgment regarding individual competence when accepting and delegating responsibility. So nurses always work in a team and so nurses come, maybe senior nurses are there, junior nurses are there. So whenever a nurse is giving some responsibility or taking some responsibility, it is very important that we have to assess the level of competence of the other nurses, and accordingly only we should distribute the work, because we are dealing with the human beings and it is very risky. The nurse at all times maintains standard of personal conduct which reflect well on the profession and enhance its image and public confidence. So personal conduct is very important, because whatever conduct she will perform in front of the public, that public will assume the image of that nursing profession by looking at the nurse. Like simple thing, I would like to give you the example of a nursing uniform. If your uniform is very neat and clean, tidy, properly ironed, that reflects a very good image of your profession. On the other hand, if your uniform is very dirty, it is not well ironed, not properly washed, then people will have the negative image of the profession. So like that, your every bit of personal conduct is very important for the profession. The nurse in providing care ensures that use of technology and scientific advances are compatible with the safety, dignity and rights of people. So it is very important, whatever technologies or whatever scientific knowledge the nurse is adopting, it should be safe for the client, and also it should be according to the rights of the clients. Nurse strives to foster and maintain a practice culture promoting ethical behavior and open dialogue. It is very important, whatever practice she is doing, it should be ethically and morally correct. Now, third is nurses and the profession. The nurse assumes the major role in determining and implementing acceptable standards of clinical nursing practice, management, research and education. So our profession's image is in the hand of the nurses. She has the major role to play to uplift the profession. Nurse is active in developing a core of research-based professional knowledge that supports evidence-based practice. So always the nurse should go for research-based knowledge, because if it's a research-based, there is a scientific proof of everything. They should not go for everything by traditions. If some necessary modifications are required based on the research, then she should not delay it and she should go for it with immediate effect. Like for example, like very olden days, there was a use of glass syringes and which need to be sterilized and repeatedly used. But nowadays we are using directly disposable syringes, so we are not going for repeated use of syringes. So these are the scientific studies are proving that disposable syringes are much safer in compared to all those sterilization process that was going through. So like that, new advances are coming and nurse should adopt those new scientific knowledge. The nurse is active in developing and sustaining a core of professional values. So always it is very important that nurses should be active in developing the scientific or professional values. The nurse, acting through the professional organization, participates in creating a positive practice environment and maintaining safe, equitable social and economic working conditions in nursing. So there are various professional organizations are there for nurses. For example, TNAI, Trained Nurses Association of India, or like NRSI, Nursing Research Society of India. So nurses can be the member of those organizations and they can learn much more things for the betterment of the clients and the profession. The nurses practice to sustain and protect the natural environment and is aware of its consequences on health. So nurses are also the member of the society, are the member of this world. So it is their responsibility also to protect the environment. So they should not do anything that will harm the environment. The nurse contributes to an ethical organizational environment and challenges unethical practices and settings. So wherever you are working, being a nurse, it is your responsibility to practice ethically, and always you should challenge the unethical practices in any settings. Nurses and the co-workers. The nurse sustains a collaborative and respectful relationship with co-workers in nursing and other fields. So always you should have a good relationship with your co-workers. Co-workers may be the other nurses, maybe the doctors, maybe the dietitians, maybe the housekeeping. It can be anyone. The nurses take appropriate action to safeguard individuals, families and communities when their health is endangered by a co-worker or any other person. So the nurse should act as a you can say legal advisor, you can act as a protector for your client if your client is in danger because of your co-worker. So always try to protect the client. And lastly, the nurse takes appropriate action to support and guide co-workers to advance ethical conduct. Always the nurse should encourage for ethical conduct and discourage for unethical conduct. So this is about code of ethics. Thank you.